Ladies and gentlemen, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs are finally upon us. A time of the year where we crown a champion. These 16 drivers are going to fight for the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series championship. Only one of them will win it though. Who is it going to be? I'm going to make my predictions based on who I think it will be, who will be eliminated round by round, who the championship for will be, and who I think the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series champion will be, based on what I've seen this season and what could possibly happen. Now keep in mind, this is just what I see happening. Probably going to be wrong about this, but it's still fun. So, with all that being said, let's get into it. The first round is the round of 16, Darlington, Gateway, and Bristol. Being eliminated in this round, I have Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, and Shane Van Gisbergen. Anybody who's watched this season for more than 5 minutes can tell you that Austin Dillon is not advancing past this round. Josh Berry, he might be able to move past this round. I'm not sure, but I really see this as very similar to 2022 Alex Bowman's season. One win at Las Vegas, but not doing much outside of that. Tyler Reddick, to me, he's having a similar season to Truex last year, falling off at the end, despite generally running good, but victory lane always eluding them. And honestly, I just see that continuing into the playoffs. And Shane Van Gisbergen, look, I know a lot of people think he's going to make it out of this round, but here's the thing. On ovals, he has 2 top 15s and 5 top 20s. And that's in the span of 21 oval races, excluding the road courses. So unless he just magically gets one of the best, that 16-point cushion he has right now is not going to last very long. So, assuming what I said is right, these are the 12 drivers that are going to make it to the next round. These 12 right here. The round of 12 is New Hampshire, Kansas, and the Charlotte Roval. Going out in the round of 12, I have Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Chase Briscoe, and Alex Bowman. You know what? Ross Chastain and the one team just have round of 12 exit written all over them. Now, he could make it to the round of 8 and get hot again, but I just don't see it happening. Austin Cindric, I feel like will make it out of the round of 16. Like, he'll make it to the round of 12 by the skin of his teeth at Bristol, possibly at Gateway by getting a lot of stage points. But here's where I see him falling short. Chase Briscoe, I have as the unexpected driver that nobody thinks is going to go home, but does. Because, listen, somebody unexpected is going home early, so I went with Chase Briscoe. Why not, right? And Alex Bowman, I see him making it out of the round of 16 by the skin of his teeth like Austin Cindric, but I don't see him making it out of here. So, assuming what I said is right, these are the 8 drivers that are going to make it to the round of 8. These 8 right here. And the round of 8 is Las Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville. Going out in the round of 8, I have Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, and Bubba Wallace. I have those guys being eliminated in the round of 8. I feel like Bubba Wallace is going to get some momentum on his side because he's been very solid the past few weeks, ever since Indy where he won. And he would have won Richmond if the tire didn't come off, but I don't see him going all the way to the championship 4. But he should be a pretty good bet to make it to the round of 8. Joey Logano, look, it's an odd number year. He's not going to make it to the championship 4. I feel like the speed is a little better than last year by a hair, but I don't see him going all the way to the final 4. I just don't see that happening. Denny Hamlin, look, I don't know if I can trust this 11 team to not choke. They always do. I'm just waiting to see how. How are you going to blow it this time? And Chase Elliott, while he has been very consistent, he only has 1 win. And unless he gets more wins, I cannot rely on this sole consistency alone to propel him into the championship 4. So, with all that being said, my championship 4 are these 4 drivers down here that I haven't mentioned. Kyle Larson, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, and William Byron. I feel like Kyle Larson is going to be that Hendrick driver that has had the summer slump but just magically gets good again in the playoffs, because that seems to happen every year with a Hendrick driver. It's happened the past few years with Byron, and this year I see it happening with Larson. William Byron is the regular season champion. He has had a very up and down year, but when the playoffs come, I think they continue to execute with that regular season champion power. Ryan Blaney, as long as there's no continuous bad luck, given how good he's been without the DNFs, he should make it. He should be fine. And as for Christopher Bell, look, I was really forced to choose between him and Chase Elliott for this final spot, and honestly, I just see Bell making it more than Elliott because he's actually able to win. So, with all that being said, my 2025 NASCAR Cup Series champion prediction is Ryan Blaney. Yeah, I know. It seems like a biased pick, but here's the thing. The speed and consistency that Blaney has, and with the momentum he has coming into the playoffs, I think all of that will serve him well. And I think he'll be able to get that second championship this year. And besides, the Nashville winner for the past two years has won the championship finale at Phoenix. And who is that driver this year? It's Ryan Blaney. So there you have it. This is my bracket, and here is who I have out in each round in my final four. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly look forward to the week before the championship race to see just how truly wrong I am. I hope I'm not wrong, though. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and comment below what your playoff predictions are, who you have out round by round, who your championship for is, and who your champion pick is, because I would love to see it. So also subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care and enjoy the playoffs and stay cool. Goodbye.